Listen, again, my name's Jerry Schroeder. I wanted to put a face to a voice for all of you that don't know me. I am so excited to introduce Tom Maurer Sr. here tonight. I've been with Sizzle now for about a year and a half, and I got to tell you, it's been an incredible ride. I always tell people that there's no opportunity like Sizzle International out there. Opportunities like this come once every decade. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce Tom Maurer Sr.
You can see I'm here in my office and in Utah. It's a beautiful day, and I hope all of you have had a really nice day. I've had a very good one today because of a number of things that are going on. We're going to talk to you quickly about how to take back your life and some of the reasons that we are really providing for you, so it's unique like no other company in the world. Sizzle definitely is. We have 10 acres of buildings. If you know how much 10 acres is, that much under roof is a heck of a lot. And we have that much a manufacturing plant with warehousing and all of those things. We make about all of the products that we sell. We also make products for almost 100 other companies and hundreds of other products that are sold by other companies. They're sold in very recognizable places like Walmart and Target and GNC stores, and about 40 different MLMs or so use ours. A lot of big name products and even some of the major ones in skincare or healthcare products are using products that we make. Why? Because we are pharmaceutical grade and we're massive. We can really put things out. But the basic philosophy of this company is I built this manufacturing plant. I built it debt-free. I built a company that was about $1 billion company doing tremendous amount of volume in 23 different countries, and it was growing. But unfortunately, as the company grew, my ex-wife and I, we grew apart. And when we decided to divorce, then we became partners, and it wasn't a good partnership. So I decided, since it was a closely held corporation, that I would sell it. And so years before it sold, I was preparing to sell and preparing to compete, and I started building this large plant. People didn't want me to because of the expertise that I have in personal care and healthcare chemistry, and also for network marketing, but I was going to do it. And I told the people that I was selling, I'm not giving a non-compete because I am going to compete. I'm selling because I need to. I can't function this way any longer, but I have such a amount of knowledge and ability within me that I would feel remiss if I didn't keep on doing it. It's not about the money. I made a great deal of money with my previous company, and with that, I looked at myself and I have the enviable choice of really doing what I want for the rest of my life. And what I've chosen to do is to now not to be concerned about the money other than to run the business properly, but to help people to change their lives, to take back their lives, to become happier, healthier, and wealthier. And so I've invested approximately $150 million of my own money into this enterprise to make it go. And that's a lot of money. And we are debt-free. And we don't have any loans or any rent or any partners or any shareholders, no dividends to pay or anything. Now that gives us a distinct advantage, because we want to make products that are not better than, but that are vastly superior to any on earth. I don't know if you caught that or not, but vastly superior. Not better than, but vastly superior. But that's the inspiration of what I want to do. I want to build these vastly superior products. I want to make, as these three famous Chinese figures show, I want to make you healthy, wealthy, and happy. And so what we have is a business opportunity, and we'll talk to you about that later on. But first of all, let's talk about the products. You live in your home, and you have a loving, happy relationship, I'd hope. Wife, husband, children, all of those things, or maybe you're single. But we want to be healthy. We want to live a long time. And we don't want to succumb to the myriad of diseases that seem to be so common that our ancestors may never have had to address. So we want to make your house Sizzle safe. And so when you're bathing, brushing your teeth, shampooing, any of these things, you don't know it, but of course in Sizzle now you do. There are many toxins in them that are potentially harmful to your body. In fact, is the common ingredient in hair shampoo retards hair growth. If you can imagine that, the hair doesn't grow as fast, it doesn't grow as long, it doesn't grow as thick, and it grows half as long and falls out for as long as the growth period is. Normally hair grows 4 years. If you use sodium lauryl sulfate, which almost all products do, it'll only grow 2 years and fall out 2 years rather than fall out and be dormant for 3 months. And that, of course, that's bad enough because you shampoo your hair, you want to have nice hair, but the hazards that are in these products are tremendous. And here's a list of many of them. And now I've just published a study today on Facebook that you may have read, and it's talking about some of the ingredients that are in these personal care products. They're in the bottles that they're actually packaged in. If you look at the bottles that are here, they have chemicals in them that are very harmful. They're cancer-causing, endocrine disrupting, and they can actually cause you to become fat because they're obesogens is what they're called, and they trigger your stem cells to produce a lot more fat cells and to take up more fat. So in Sizzle, our packaging is free of these BPAs, the phthalates, and some of the others that you would never know the name of, but dioxins, but we do know. And while other companies really don't give a hang, we care deeply about it, and so we won't use the packaging that contaminates the products that we put them in. After all, what sense does that make if the products are pure and the packaging contaminates them? But in almost all other companies, the products are contaminated and the packaging is too, and then the ingredients in them really don't work. Oh, sure, you can shampoo and you can put in a hair conditioner, but they don't work as well as they could. So you see this vast array of products we have. We have not something for everyone, but most things that people are using, and you have them in the types of products for skin, hair care, weight loss, all types of dietary supplements. And so that leads us into the major thing right now is aging. As you see this chart, Aubrey de Grey, who's the world's leading environmental health scientist, geneticist, says aging is 90% environmental and 10% genetic, and he's right. And so we age because of degeneration. We grow up to about 23, 25 years old, and then we're grown. And at that time, all the forces, factors that were growing us get switched off. Those they're genes, and they have a mission, and they're accomplished. They're still there, but they just get switched off, and we start to age. And then, because of the environment that we live in, the food that we eat, air we breathe, products we put on our skin, smoking, drinking, any of those types of things start to load our body with toxins, pollutants, and we start a slow death by toxins. And that's really what's happening to us. Certainly we may not have the nutrition and the health, but we start accelerating in our aging. And so as you can see in this chart, you look at 30 to 40, you're aging for every day you live, you age 1.8 years. By the time you're 50, you're aging 2.6 years. And by the time you're 60 to 70, you're aging 3 years for every year you live, or 3 days for every day you live. So let's just say you're 40 to 50 years old. It means you woke up this morning, you're 2 days older biologically than your chronological age. And so people die at about 78, I think is the average age now in America. And but they die of something. They don't die of old age because the potential is to live to be 150. However, science is so far advanced, we're finding things that can really do it. Now here is the major product. This is the single greatest discovery in the history of human health. In fact, is in network marketing. There's never been a product like this because this product can reverse aging. Now there's a lot of things you can't say a product can do, but the FDA says aging is not a disease. So while you could not say a product would cure cancer or arthritis or things like that, or many of the different diseases that people have, you can reverse aging. You can, and there are a lot of products in the marketplace that they call anti-aging, and what they do is they perhaps nutritionally support the body or to keep it from degenerating as fast, or neutralize some of the factors that cause accelerated decay. But this is different. This came from a Nobel prize-winning technology that was the prize was won just in 2009, and it's pretty sensational. And what they found is on chromosomes, this is an illustration of a chromosome, there are tips, and they're called telomeres. And those telomere units actually leave that chromosome, and they line up next to it, and then a new chromosome is built from one to another. So it goes from one end to the other, and then it builds in the new chromosome. This happens in the stem cells. 98, 99% of your cells don't really have telomeres, but the stem cells do. And the stem cells are the ones that create all of the new cells that are in your body. And so when you're grown, a person has about 100 trillion cells in their body. And by the time they die, they're usually down to about 50 or 60 trillion cells. Sounds like a lot of cells, but they've lost so much. They've lost 40–50% of their body mass. And so that's what happens. And so telomeres have units in them, and those little units that are on the tip of it, they'll come off and line up, and then it'll form a new chromosome, and then it'll divide. And then another needs to form, and then more will come off, and it builds a new chromosome, and then it divides. Sort of like a queen bee producing bees for the hive. And they'll produce bees fast enough, but as they get older, they start slowing down, and pretty soon there aren't enough bees, and the hive gets a new queen, or else flies off and forms a new queen somewhere else, because the hive can no longer survive. It's the same with us. At conception, sperm and egg meet, you have about 15,000 telomere units on the tips. By the time you're born, you've used it literally from one cell to where you are born, you have you've lost about a third of all your telomere units. You're down to about 10,000 units. Then you grow rapidly from there up to where you're about 25 or so, and then you really start declining. By the time you get down to about 5,000 telomere units, these stem cells are regulated in how fast they duplicate by the telomere units. And as you lose more telomere every time a cell comes off it, then it slows down. And so muscles start to waste away, skin starts to get stringy, and a lot of factors start to take place in your body. But TSX supports the building of telomeres in a number of different ways. And it's based upon the discoveries that were in the Nobel Prize. And so researchers went out and looked at what can build telomeres, what can maintain telomeres so you don't lose them. And they found oxidation breaks them down a lot too. So with this amazing discovery, we were able to look at the science that was going on and have developed this formulation. Now, it is very expensive to make. It's the most expensive product that we do make. And as a result, we looked at products out there. There's formulas being sold by a number of, not many companies are selling formulas. Some of them are poor, some of them are okay, but nothing has the power that this one does. The ones that I would consider okay are outrageously priced because the ingredients are terribly expensive. But we buy those, and because we manufacture and have no debt, then we can buy them and put them in a product that sells for half or less what products that are inferior, effective, but really inferior in performance to this vastly superior formula for growing younger as you live longer. Now, how is that? You live longer instead of growing older, you live longer and you grow younger. That's the potential that's here. So there's a lot of other products that can go with it, but this is the major one because you can rebuild your telomere units. And they found that every single person without exception that lives over 100 has got more telomere units, and they're producing higher numbers of that or replicating them, so they have high levels of telomere units. But everyone that dies in their 70s and 80s has low numbers of telomere units. In other words, they don't have the ability to maintain them or rebuild them. So we've looked at this science and we built this mega formula for doing it. And so now here it is. And so what we think is, if you look at this as an analogy, we postulate that this will rebuild the telomere units, but your body needs other support. You can't live on just bread or meat alone, can you? Your body has a lot of different systems that lead to a lot of different things. And so we have the triangle of life. And it's based upon eternity and Fucoidan and Spectromax, and they all do different things. Eternity supports those genes that actually grew you. They're there. It's like keys on a piano, but no fingers are playing them. And so what happens is eternity has the ingredients that come in, and they touch those genes and signal the cells into activity, and that enormous energy that built you, that was necessary to grow you from conception to birth to adulthood, is now turned on. And that is the most important single factor to use with TSX as you're rebuilding the telomeres, because you need all of these energetics, everything going, to maximize the power of it. And that's what eternity does. In fact, Harvard University studied it, and they said, gee, you have potential to live to be 125 with just this product alone. Well, we don't know how long people are going to live, but when we talk about potential, we think you have the potential to live 150 to 200 years with this complement. We hope so, and we're certainly building it with that in mind. Now, Fucoidan is an unusual product. It comes from a seaweed, but it's an ingredient and a very powerful biochemical ingredient in it that when you take it, it supports stem cell regeneration, communication, immunity, anti-inflammatory, all of this. It does probably more things. In fact, Harvard said it. They researched it, a researcher, and he says it does more things to more parts of the human body than about anything. And if you look up the spelling of Fucoidan, this is the way the Chinese, the way you would say it in China. But over there it sells for $500–600 for a month's supply, and here you have a more powerful formulation that we've provided, and I hold about 20 different patents on this one to support your body, and here you can buy it for in the $50 a month range. It's an enormously powerful product. And then the third one that's important is Spectromax. And Spectromax has 40 antioxidants in their broad spectrum. That's why we call it Spectra, because free radicals, those are the things that oxidize you. That's what the toxins are that are in cigarette smoke, in air, in exhaust from gasoline engines. They're also in a lot of food. They're in insecticides. They're in plastic in the bottles. They're in the product that are you're putting on your skin, shampooing with, brushing your teeth, and they oxidize just like you rust internally. And these antioxidants will neutralize those. And when you do, it's a matter of free radicals or oxidizers are unstable. They need electrons, and they'll rob it, especially from DNA, which is so vulnerable, and they take it off until it just gets corroded to the point it collapses, snaps, and then you have a disease that you're very vulnerable to, like a cancer or arthritis or diabetes or a number of things that can happen. So you have a lot of different types of free radicals, and so there's companies that say, well, we have antioxidants, but there's too many types of free radicals for a few antioxidants to get it. So we put them all in so they can exchange the electrons and neutralize those free radicals that are oxidizing. And then it has all of the essential trace minerals, which about 2,000 biological processes in your body must have in order to function properly, and they're there so that your body, while it's got all the energetics from the eternity, and you're blockading the antioxidants, and the biological functions are going, and Fucoidan is supporting all of that and bringing your immune system up to fight all these things. Processes are happening, and if you don't have a key ingredient, it stops and it doesn't happen. So we have that in it. Now they're linked together with an amazing product called Fulvates. It's actually produced in nature, and this is how solar energy is converted to chemical energy in the plant, and it's secreted out the roots, and it absorbs the nutrients and the minerals in the soil, so they're so small they can be brought back up in the plant to grow it. And it's loaded with converted photonic or solar energy from the sun. And so this shows you a couple of illustrations. On the left is a mushroom, one that's grown in a depleted soil, and the other where fulvates has enriched it, and then you can photograph the electronic aura that it puts off from all of this chemical energy, which was before energy from sunlight or solar energy, is now converted to electrical energy, and it radiates just like a light bulb. And on the other side, you can see it. This is somebody that works for us. This is their finger, and we photographed their finger. We said, come to work in the morning and don't drink any Spectramax. And so they didn't, and we photographed their finger, and that's it on the left. And on the right was after about 20 or 30 minutes, we photographed it, and you can see the tremendous amount of energetics from drinking it gone all the way down the body out to the finger, and we could photograph the improvement in the aura. So it energizes your body, it delivers the nutrients, and it actually is a miracle molecule in a way, because it also takes out the toxins and the waste from the cell. So it brings the nutrients, it energizes the cell, and then it takes out the garbage, so to speak, the toxins and the waste. And there's literally no land-based plant life that could exist without fulvates. And so because of that, no plants, no animals. Well, so now we can live for a long time, reverse aging, have really good health and energy, but we're getting fatter. 60% of North America is overweight, and about 30% is considered obese. So we looked at the sciences out there, and most products are meal replacement shakes. There's a few other things, and they have things like the Hollywood diet and the Atkins diet and the Mediterranean diet and those things, and they're pretty good, but the problem is they're very tough to live by. And so a lot of people like a weight loss, low-calorie meal replacement if it can make you feel full. The problem is most of these are based on soy. In fact, it's about all of them have got soy in. And because you need protein, of course, while you're losing fat, you can also lose lean if you're low calorie. And so they say, well, we put soy protein in it. And baby food is full of soy, but soy is not good. And in my opinion, there's, in fact, I just saw a study yesterday where baby food, when a child is on baby food, they have about 20,000 times the amount of estrogens circulating in their body because of the soy in baby food. They're really bad estrogen mimics, and they'll overdevelop the female and suppress the male development of the male. Plus, there's lots of other health hazards with them that can be there. It's carcinogenic. It keeps a lot of nutrition from being absorbed. It can lower your basic metabolic rate. And when you come off the diet, you gain weight back faster. So I took a look and said, is there a way to do it? Because there actually are some new compounds, and that's what these are. There's patented micellar whey protein isolates. They're actually serum proteins, peptides, polypeptides. Those are chemical names, I know that. And then there's micellar calcium caseinates. But together, they come from milk. And now, if you think, oh, milk, no, don't think, oh, milk, because milk is a compound that has about 1,100 different ingredients in it. Some good, some not so good. But there's a way of getting rid of all the bad ones and taking out all the good ones, and then using the rest of it for something else, and that's what we've done. And so we have the whey proteins, and they will build muscle, support building muscle and lean and tissue, and burn and put a demand on to burn fat, where the soy-based ones don't do that. They're just low calorie with some protein in it. And sometimes they'll use whey, but the problem with whey, when they use it, is it's got things like antibiotics and growth hormones and pesticides and herbicides and bacteria. And so they have to cook it up, and they heat it so high to kill all that. They can't kill many of those things, and lactose, and they can't get rid of it. So it's a negative for using whey. But we go through this micellar processing, where through pushing it through selective filtration, a filtration system, it goes from smaller to smaller to smaller sizes under pressure without heat, 105 degrees. So digestive enzymes are not lost, but everything else, the pesticides, herbicides, lactose, the milk fat, the hormones, all of these things, antibiotics, are sloughed off, and you're left with these pure serum proteins, and they will go to work, and so you can lose weight. Now, in doing so, it both satisfies and suppresses the appetite. And the calcium, the micellar calcium caseinate, it's the only way to use it. It's the more expensive one, but other companies are just using calcium caseinates, or you'll see sodium sometimes, which is really terrible because you're using a very toxic product to produce that. But geez, it's legal and companies do it. We won't. But with the micellar calcium caseinate, you get about a 6-hour fat burn. With the whey protein, you get a big high burn for about 2 hours. Then the other goes on for about 6. So it really is, and it tastes great. And when you come off it, as an example, we believe that for losing 20 pounds of weight, you lose about 25 pounds of fat and gain about 5 pounds of lean. So the net loss is 20, but you've built lean and lost more fat. So how would that be? You lost 20 pounds, but 25 pounds of it is fat, and you built back 5 pounds of lean. That's what it can do. So that's our meal replacement. The other one is Slender Pops, and it's a snack replacement. It's a lollipop, and it tastes good, but it satisfies your hunger and helps to control your appetite. And it triggers the release of fat from cells. And then it binds to fat in your stomach and will bind it and not let it be digested and carried out the system. So there's a meal replacement and a snack replacement. It's a very clever system, and it's based on highly advanced chemistry that we've developed. And then, of course, we have accelerators, like a workout in a bottle. It speeds up your fat burning, and it'll speed up by about 50%, and you can, depending on you and your style, you can lose as much fat as if you exercised for 20 minutes to an hour. And in doing so, you're just increasing through a very unique blend of chemistry that was developed actually by the University of Oklahoma. You increase your own fat burning, and you can lose weight even faster. You become, like it says, a fat burning furnace. And then, of course, we have an energy drink, and it's a good one too because it can give you a lot of energy, but it also helps to burn fat, and it lights up your brain. You feel very, very good with it. And it has some niacin in it, and niacin it helps to dilate the vascular system, and it is very helpful, ironically enough, with TSX in rebuilding telomere units. So it's got a lot of different ways that this energy drink works, and it's not one that takes you up and drops you off. And then for you that have those tough to get places like cellulite, thunder thighs, if you will, love handles, little turkey gobbler, some fat on the back of the arms, this is the baby to rub in because it just improves and smooths the contour, and they just seem to disappear. I have to say that because I can't make a drug claim, but I'm the person that developed the very effective thigh cream for cellulite 15 years ago. This is a highly advanced formulation over that, and it really works. And so you can see a big improvement in toning, curving, and shaping those tough to get areas. So you can see this is our Fit and Fabulous line. It has some remarkable products in it, and they're all designed to help you accelerate your weight loss, rapid weight loss. And when you're done, you're going to be healthier than when you started. Here's Jerry that's on the program. That's him on the left before and 60 pounds later. And we've got, and remarkable, isn't it? And so we have people that have lost even more than that. Here's Elena. You look at her, you would not think, now the first photo wasn't so good. It was taken off a phone camera, but she was there when I released Slender Pops. And there she is 30 pounds later. She went from a very plump, stodgy woman to a beautiful woman. Look at Pat, 50 pounds. How's that? Now, I'll tell you one thing you'll notice with all these people. They don't have their shirts off, and you don't see the six-pack ribs that they do with these other companies because they're exercising like crazy to win a contest. These people are using the products and losing the fat. And here's Jeff. Look at him. He's half the guy he was in size and twice the man now because of all the weight that he's lost. It's over 100 pounds. Now that where he's at, and I think he's gone something like 13 notches in a belt, And it's all in this program. And you're not, again, folks, you're not looking at six-pack abs. You're looking at a weight loss product and system, and our Fit and Fabulous system that really works. No soy, nothing but these powerful biological support agents to burn fat, build muscle, build bone. And so with this Ultimate Body system we have is if you can get 3 customers and share it with them, your product is for free. So that's a catchy promotion. So get 3, yours is free, and you can do that. And it's very easy. Maybe some people don't want to be distributors, but with 60% of the population overweight, they're going to want this kind of product. And this is the effective one. It is by far superior to anything else. So it's so easy to sit down, and we've got good PowerPoints coming out and presentation websites very quickly and convince somebody that if you're going to lose weight, unless you want to exercise like crazy, like some of these other companies have people do to win the contest, and they're all standing there, big biceps, curved, sculptured abs, all of that. Well, that's just nonsense. It's not the product that's doing it. They're doing it for the recognition, for the prize, for the awards. We're going to have that, but you don't have to do that to lose the weight. And you see everybody that's there has got shirts on. Now we got a few that have taken shirts off, but they don't have that. They've just lost weight, and it's amazing. So we're the right company, the right time, and you certainly are in the right place with Sizzle. We've got all these products. All you have to do is change your buying habits. You can literally qualify in your bathroom. That's what I tell people. Do you brush your teeth? You know anybody's got teeth, hair, skin? Use all these products, and it's easy to qualify. And we have this 5-star global pay plan. What it is we are global seamless. In other words, it's a one-world country. I see we have a number of people on here from Jamaica and Canada, and sometimes we have them on from over into Europe. It doesn't matter what country you're in. You can be in Japan. It's like it's one world. And so you could sign people up here, there, or anywhere that we're doing business, and they all count. They're all in your pay range. I mean, if they're in their pay range, according to the commission plan, you're going to get paid on them in your own currency. So that's really great. We have a number of bonuses. We have a really remarkable fast start bonus. You can sign people up and get 30% right off the bat, and your upline gets paid, unlike most bonuses. And then you get shares in a bonus pool according to the person and how they sign up and what you do. In fact, some people will make, they'll sign up master distributors. That won't last forever, but it takes about $4,000 to become a master distributor, but you can fast start for $1,000. When you sign one up, you put them on the fast track to success. They buy $1,000, but it's not $1,000 to get the position. They get over $1,000 worth of product, so it's real value, and you'd get 30% of that. It's $300, and you put it in the bonus. Then you get shares in the bonus pool that all the fast starts and all from around the world are being put in, and then you get a proportionate share, and you'd make about another $200 if you had signed up a master distributor out of the bonus pool. So sign up one person as a master distributor, and you've made $500. I saw today that someone from over in, I believe it was Czech Republic, had signed up this month, and they became a 5-star master distributor today. And so they had signed up 10 first-level master distributors. Well, they're making about $500 on each one of them. So their first month, they made $5,000, and they'll make more next month. And then as the downlines grow, it's just a residual, just becomes incredible. But the fast start bonus pays weekly, so you can make money fast. You need money fast, you make money fast with it. And then the other compensation pays out through the monthly. And this is the way that it works. You have 2 plans. You have a front end, and it's like Beautiful Woman. Our compensation plan is just that way. It's got a good front end. It's got a good back end. On the front end, it pays 9 generations deep. Here's the illustration where it pays on 6 generations, where it pays a 5% on the first level, and then 10% down 5 more levels from that. That exceeds any marketing plan in the world for payout. And so if you just start off and got 4 people, and you did that down 6 generations, 4 that got 4, that got 4, that got 4, that got 4, you'd end up $40,000 a month. And there are people that are going beyond that right now. A fair number of them. How about $10,000 a month? That's not so difficult. You get four and you help them down 4 generations below you, and it's $10,000 a month income. And so that's really good money, and that's just really on the first $100. And the average distributor's buying about $200 a month. And so when you become a leader, a master distributor, then there's a whole other side that pays that much and even more. And we have a luxury car bonus. When you become a 2-star master distributor and you've earned about $2,000 or more a month, we'll give you 15% of your total commissions, up to $700. We're going to increase that beyond that so you can get even a better car here before too long. But you can imagine that. The car's yours to keep. So you get a fast start bonus, you get the direct distributor bonus, you get a car bonus, and you get the master distributor bonus. That's lots of bonuses. And we're having awards and prizes and contests. We can see this is a really exciting program. Nobody pays like this. They can't afford to. All the other companies out there are selling products made by somebody else. They have shareholders and debt and rent, and we have none of that. So here we are. We've got a company that we have beautiful materials to enroll you with. We have the SISEL Pro system, which is like a business in a box. And for $20 a month, you have such magnificent tools to streaming videos. You have a Sizzle disk you can give to someone, and when they plug it in, it can even tell you in your smartphone. Somebody's in the site watching, and this is what they're watching that you gave the disk to. This is who it is, and gives you all the information. There's enough tax advantages here for a distributor in the United States to save about $300 to $500 a month in income. Well, think of that. You get your products and you're buying the world's finest products, and they're at good prices. They're not cheap, they're not super expensive. Skincare is not like an Estee Lauder or a Clinique, but the products are vastly superior to it. So you use that. Hair shampoo, a bottle of ours, use it right, it'll outlast 5 of anything else you buy. So the bargain is great, but then you get the tax advantages, and you qualify by just doing replacement buying. And so there really isn't a risk in this thing for you. Just starting out, the tax benefits pay for it. The products you're already using are a no-brainer. And as you get people in to use these sensational products, I mean, after all, how many people do you know that want to stop aging, or to slow aging, or to end aging? A lot. But how many would like to reverse aging? See how powerful that is. So here you have all of this. You don't have to handle products, inventory, invoicing. We do it all. You just do it. Your part is taking care of retailing and recruiting and training those distributors. And we give you the tools to do it with. And you do it with tools that are extraordinary in this world. And products like have never been created before. And a compensation plan that pays double or triple what other compensation plans in this business. And they're not tricky. They're not designed for leaders. My philosophy is the most important person in this company is the new distributor. And if we can do everything we can to make the new distributor successful, everyone's going to be successful. What a unique philosophy that is. So get off your rear, get into gear, and get going. This is the plan. This is the company. This is the one you've dreamed of. We're going to be a multi-billion-dollar company. But you're the most important component, and everything here is being done for you. So take back your life. Make it happen. So let me tell you one last thing. It's only going to get better. Can you imagine that? We can reverse aging right now. I mean, if you look at me, and it's hard to tell, but my gray is just really going away now. That's from TSX. I have so much energy. My biological age is over 20 years younger than my chronological age. How would you like that? How'd you like to be 40s forever? We can do that. And there's a lot more things coming out. There's no company like us on earth. Here in January, we'll have a big convention. I'm going to have a pill for male pattern baldness. You take it, you can get your hair back. You want to accelerate it? We'll have some drops you can put on. It makes it happen even faster. We'll have a product that will balance all of the women's hormones. And make you lose weight very, very fast. I mean, those are some exciting things and more. And here's one today. This is a new one, and I'm not going to show you what it is. This little bottle right here. Take a look at this thing. Doctors sell it for $2,800. Yeah, $2,800 for a bottle of that. What is it? Well, you'll find out when we bring it out, but we're going to bring this out, and it's not going to be a $2,800 bottle, although they're selling it, because they're selling it for people who want dramatic things done to their body. And I will tell you this, I tried it today for the first time. I saw the science, and all I did was I just took my sleeve and I just sprayed a little of it right there. And in about 30 minutes, I started feeling like I was about 19 years old again. It just makes you feel so good. And it's not like it's a product that gives you a buzz. You just feel 19 or 20 because so much is going on within your body. And while you have a product like Eternity that's turning on the genes of youth, this just fires off all of that metabolism, and it does such incredible things. You'll be shocked what we do. We believe we can unlock wrinkles like that, age spots like that, and a lot more. I can't tell you more, but this alone, just spray it in an elbow or somewhere like that, and watch what happens in about 30 minutes. Suddenly you realize, whoa, I haven't felt this good in 30 or 40 years. You can be that way. It's a remarkable discovery. So what doctors are selling this because it has some powerful effects within the human body to really, and I better not say, I've got to say it properly or be caught for a drug claim with it. We'll just say it supports systems, but it'll be self-evident. I mean, 4 or 5 days, maybe you see wrinkles go away or seem to disappear. That's the way we have to say it. So what's the cost going to be of this? Doctors selling it for $2,800? We're probably going to have, because we'll manufacture and we can do these kinds of things and hold on to your hat, we'll probably have it well under $100, well under it, maybe under $75. It's absolutely stunning what you can do with it. There's a lot more, but I'm just telling you this because I've used it today, and I've been feeling like a teenager all day since I did it, and it's not going away. I'm sure it'll be gone in the morning, but you know what? I got it, and it's a spray. I just spray it on, rub it in. I mean, how is that for remarkable? But there's a lot more things like that that we're working on that are coming, because there is nobody like us. We're state-of-the-art in science, and our compensation plant is by far the best and fairest in the world. We're creating gigantic checks. I made perhaps 1,000 millionaires with my previous company. We're going to make tens of thousands of them with this company, and we're going to be so much bigger. We got to about $1 billion. Here we're going to be tens of billions of dollars, I believe, with what we're doing, and now we're starting to grow like crazy. So you're here, the right time, the right place. I'm glad to have you with us. You need us, and we need you. So let's do it together. So anyway, thanks for being on tonight. I'm just so cranked. In fact, I'm perkier than a rotten buck, I'll tell you. I just feel so good with what's happening with the business and the products and everything, and then this little spray that I put on my hand. I don't know what to say. Where is it going to end? I don't know. Maybe when I'm 250 years old, maybe we can call it quits then. We'll see. But I'm in this for the long run. I'm in it for you. I'm here to serve you. We got the tools to do it. You just got to do it. So get your rear in gear and let's go, folks. Jerry, back to you. Thanks for being on tonight.
Get back to the person who invited you here, but listen to some of these testimonials right here, right now.
Uh-oh. Well, hello, everybody. It's Dave McCartney in Franklin, Nebraska. I'm going to demonstrate that I can take out my glass of water with my left hand. And so, here you go, folks. I am right-handed, and I just picked up my glass of water with my left hand. See, for many years, I have multiple sclerosis. I don't want to forget to tell you that. Anyway, the left side of my body has been way, useless for so many years. And as soon as I got my triangle of life, I have been able to do so many things I haven't been able to do in so many years. Okay, I was clinically diagnosed with MS clear back in 2002, February, and so it's been 10 years. And so now I'm able to pick things up with my left hand. And yeah, this is my left hand over here. And let's see, I've been able to pick up rakes, shovels, and so forth like that, tools out of the garden and so forth like that. And I've been able to use my walker, which I am sitting on right this moment, so I can be with this presentation and so forth. And I've been able to accomplish doing the dishes in the kitchen with my walker and so forth like that. And it's been just totally, totally incredible. And I thank you, Tom, for preparing this triangle of life, the Focoiden, the Spectramax, and the Eternity. And it is just phenomenal. Thank you, Tom, and thank you, Sizzle.
Gary Hargrove here. Started doing Sizzle back in January with Sizzling Shakes and the Triangle of Life. Currently today I've lost 31 pounds. Feel great doing it. And I'll tell you what, the stuff works. I mean, I am a product of the product. I applaud Tom Maurer for everything that he's done. And I look forward to probably losing another 10 or 15 pounds and just growing younger. I love it. So let's keep it up.
Hi, Gloria Reben here. And I just want to say that what Tom said about this little spray thing making him feel 30 years younger, well, I kind of felt 30 years younger after I got a compliment that I haven't received in 30 years. And I don't attribute it to one of the products or two of the products, but to a combination of them. So I've been on the Triangle of Life, so that's one of them. I've been on the TSX, that's another one. But I've also tried a couple of the skincare products. I've never, ever liked skincare products. I put the stuff on my skin, and it never felt like my skin. It felt terrible. But these two, for the first time ever, in anything I've ever tried, felt like my skin. And they are Firming Facial Cleanser, if you could read that, and also this ultra-intensive wrinkle complex, ultra-intensive wrinkle complex. And what happened is I live in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I used to be an actor. And over the last year, I started acting in small films around the Bay Area. And Monday, I was in a film, and the director was looking through the camera, and the cinematographer was looking through the camera, and they were all looking through the camera and looking at me, and they said, all of a sudden, one of them said, your skin is really luminous. And I used to hear that 30 years ago, but now I was hearing it again, and I was just blown away by that compliment. And as I say, I don't think it had to do just with this and this, although these were like, you know, very powerful products. I think it had to do with the combination of them. So thank you, Sizzle. Thank you, Tom. And thank you, Jerry, for having this, this wonderful presentation.
Hey everybody, Jeff Fluck here. Look at this sign behind me. You see what it says? It says trip. I just want to trip to Cancun because of Tom Maurer and losing 101 pounds with the Sizzling product. I use so many of the other products. I'm getting so many other good things happening here too. This is the size 1X shirt. 1X, I mean, my shirt looked like Daniel Abramowitz. Remember he played for the Saints? All the X's on the label. So anyway, I'm really happy to say hello to everybody, and these products work like crazy. So thanks everybody. Have a great night. Go Tom Maurer.
All right, here we go. Okay, guys. Well, it's time. We haven't done it for a while, but we're going to do it now. Hey, what do we got here? We got a super shave. Yes, it's time. My wife's going to kill me, but you know what? Look at that. We put a little down of super shave on hand. We put it on here like this. Oh yeah, the goatee's going off, guys. This is what you call belief. This is what you call belief in a product. Dry razor super shave. Oh, gone. Look at that. Gone. Look at that. Oh yeah. Look at that, kids. Would you do this? Would you do this with anything else on the market? Anything else on the market? Would you do this with? I don't think so. Super shave. These products are amazing. God, my wife's gonna kill me, but oh well, I had to do it. Look at that. Look at that, like a baby's bottom. I love these products. These products are amazing. And Tom, you just cranked it up another notch. Why do you do that? I love you, man. I love Sizzle. I love this company. I love this team. Rock on, guys. God bless you guys.
I've told this story before, but I have even a better final results. My husband was diagnosed with cancer, and I praise the Lord to God first, Sizzle and Ernie for showing it to me. Love this company, love the products. Anyway, when he came down with cancer, I decided to put him on the Triangle Life, and because we didn't know what stage he was at, I put him on double the first month. And in 7 days, the diabetes was reversing, the neuropathy was reversing, his high blood pressure was reversing, the cancer was going away. He had an extreme, excruciating pain in his right leg that was gone. And when I tried to get the results from the hospital up in Pennsylvania about his cancer, they lost him. They couldn't find him, but I knew they had called him and said he had cancer. So we made another appointment for the VA hospital down here. And he had been on the Triangle Life now since last year, November, the end of November. And when they tested him, they said, doesn't look like cancer. There's no skin cancer showing. We need some more tests. Well, when they scooped out the stuff, all of a sudden it healed. Now the entire spot on his lip is gone. No more cancer. Praise the Lord. Amen. Woohoo! I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.